So y'all, it's been a lot going on in the news this week with the whole JUSSIE SMOLLET situation. To be honest, I just got like a little chill. I ain't gonna lie, I just got like a real little chill. Because to be honest, the whole situation is sad. It's really just a bad situation. If you don't know about the JUSSIE SMOLLET situation, let me go ahead and go a little deeper. So, earlier this week, I guess he was leaving a venue or something, and it was about 2 o'clock in the morning from what I heard, and two hateful people, there's just hateful people, came and attacked him. The first story that I had got was that they threw bleach on him and put a noose around his neck and said some real negative things about his race and his sexuality because he is a gay man. And the thing is, it just rang really close to my heart because JUSSIE is young, male, black, and gay. And the situation happened in Chicago. And I have a brother who's young, male, black, and gay. And who also is in Chicago at this moment, attending college. And the area that JUSSIE was in is very close to where my brother attends school. Or where he just, be around. So, yeah, it was a lot, When I heard of the situation, the first thing I did, the first person who I contacted was my brother. I called him. I called him to see if he heard about it. Called him to, to check on him, make sure he was all right. He didn't pick up. So the thing right after that, right away I texted him. I said, don't go anywhere without somebody with you. I love you. And that was it. And he texted me back, okay. But, so he's all right, but it's just like, that could have been my brother. You know what I mean? My brother's basically JUSSIE, like light-skinned at all. I'm just saying, like, that could have been my blood. You know what I mean? So, like, that's why I feel so near and dear to it. Because my brother is a light-skinned, young, black, not saying light-skinned, I'm just saying, like, it just could have been him because he fits the whole thing. If we would have looked, if that shit would have came on the news and it wasn't JUSSIE and they would have said light-skinned African-American male, young, gay, in this downtown area of Chicago, I would have been like, calling my brother right away. Because, it would have been a description of him, And, so yeah, it's crazy. And it's just, to me, it's just so crazy how they said they was Trump supporters. But let me just break this down on how I feel about Trump supporters. Okay? I feel like, I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm not about to sugarcoat. You know what? I'm coming for your throats. I feel like this. People with mental disabilities, it is easier for them to gravitate towards negativity. Now, I'm not saying all. So let me rephrase that. Some people with mental disabilities, it's easier for them to gravitate towards negativity. Because I would go like, when Trump is negativity, that man, his whole cabinet, his whole being, his whole atmosphere, everything around that man's environment is negativity. And it seems like I'm noticing more and more of people with mental illness following this man. Like, okay, so let me give y'all an example, prime example. I'll go to the library because I had to print out something from work. I don't own a printer. Okay, whatever. Like, I didn't think we had to own printers anymore. Shit, I do everything by phone, whatever, or computer. But anyway, so I go to the library and I see this guy get out this car. I parked next to his car, and I noticed that the back of his shirt says Trump 16. It was a red shirt with the 16. It looked kind of like a jersey, like, I don't know, a soccer jersey. And it said Trump, and then it said 16. And I'm like, I know that's not for President Trump. I said, I know it's not. I know it's not. But then I'm like, this man's last name ain't Trump. So anyways, I'm just nosy anyway. So I happened to look in this man's car. It looked ridiculous. It was like, I never seen somebody who was so much of a hoarder. And you can tell by looking at somebody's, a lot of times when you step in somebody's environment, you don't even have to know that person. You can step into their environment, their home, even like a lot of times, even their neighborhood. You can step into it and see like, shit, something going on. Like, yeah, something going on. Like, you could tell this man had like garbage just piled up in his car, that it was damn near blocking the window view, that you couldn't even see in. It was so high. He had clothes in there, and I was like, first I'm thinking like, maybe he's homeless, but then I'm like, I don't know. But I mean, he could definitely still be homeless, living out the car, but still, like, most homeless people, if you think about it, have mental disabilities. That's why they're homeless, because unfortunately they don't have stability. So it's hard for them to keep a job. It's hard for them to get money to keep a job, to have a place. So that's why they become homeless, because they don't have that mental stability to keep themselves physically stable. So that's why they become homeless. Anyway, yeah, so he just had tons of shit just packed up. He had folders in like on top of the dashboard, like manila folders just stuffed with shit, and a whole bunch of them just piled on top of each other. I mean, it was just crazy. So like when I got in the library, unfortunately, like, we had little tables, and unfortunately the one that was like the table of like set of 4 computers was the one he was sitting at, and that was the one closest to the printer. And I always try to sit close to the printer so I could just hurry up and grab my shit out. But anyway, I was like, oh shit, now I gotta sit next to him. And I noticed that he started doing this shaky hand thing and talking to himself. And I mean, and I'm not trying to talk bad about the guy, because he does have mental issues. But I just happened to walk past his computer to get my stuff out the printer, and I noticed that he has like hateful memes up. And it was like Trump supporters, like just like stuff saying bad stuff about Democrats and stuff. I mean, I couldn't give you detail because I wasn't really trying to soak it up to even try to, like, it's not even worth a memory. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't trying to soak it up. It wasn't that deep. But I was just like, okay, I'm not going to say nothing to him. He's definitely mentally unstable. He's wearing this Trump 16 shirt. Oh, baby, it's 2019. And then his car is just ridiculous. He just, he just had, you can tell. But it just shows, like, I'm back to the point. Let me just get back to the point. The point is that I noticed that many people with mental disabilities follow Trump. Look at Kanye West. Kanye West is a big example of somebody with mental disabilities that follow Trump. And you know what it kind of remind me of? I ain't gonna even lie to you. Let me just be real with y'all. It remind me of the Bird Box. Okay, let me put it out there. This is a spoiler alert. So if you ain't seen the Bird Box, hurry up and turn that motherfucker on. Go to Netflix and then catch me back here right after, because it's about to be a spoiler alert. Anyways, in Bird Box, you notice everybody who had a mental disability, remember, they were so attracted to the image, to the being, or whatever that was, that the evilness, that atmosphere. Remember, they were so excited and they wanted everybody to be part of it, and they were just so attracted to the evilness, like it didn't faze them. It's like it's something they enjoyed. They were fulfilled with it. And that's how I see many Trump supporters. It's like they just amazed by the evilness, and they want everybody to be amazed with them. Like, they don't see how you cannot be amazed by it, and it doesn't have no effect on them. And they're just like, they're telling everybody, remember he was doing that, open your eyes, open your eyes. Like, they just amazed by this man and this whole association of him, like, and they're telling everybody, like, look, it's amazing, open your eyes, it's amazing, you know. And we like, hell no. Because I know I am. I'm like, I want no parts of it. Peekaboo, no. I'm not playing. But yeah, like, they just like so want people to see this greatness in Trump, and we all, the ones with common sense, like, what is you doing, sir? What is you doing? How can you be so brainwashed? How can you be so blinded that you're not actually seeing what's happening here? And that's the killer part of it all. Let me just say this about, that's how I know. Here's another thing that makes me say, I know that this man was mentally ill. The one who was a Trump supporter who's talking to himself, who is shaking, who comes to the library and prints off. I had to tell you guys that he was printing off the memes. He was printing off the crazy ass Trump supporter, ignorant ass, hateful ass memes. He was printing them off. Okay, anyways. So, I got all of my feelings, because I'm like, who does that? That's how you know he's not mentally stable. But anyways, they so amazed by this evilness. I don't know how it just sucks them in, and they're trying to, you know, they just, I don't know how it sucks them in, because I'm just thinking to myself, you homeless, man. Because of this man, it's people out there who's losing their homes, who's not being able to put food on the table for their families, who's not able to receive their food share benefits and things like that. And you homeless, sir. Because of people like that is one of the reasons why you're not able to get much help. There's small nonprofit organizations that work towards helping people like you. But because of the men that you're supporting, those places don't get funding and they get shut down. And look at you, homeless in the library printing out hateful memes. Like, no bullshit. And it's just like, I don't know. I just don't know. But, you know, that's just how I felt like with the guys who attacked Jussie. Like, they are mentally ill. Like, for you to even do that, you don't know this man from Adam to Eve, and you just go and attack this person because they're black, because they're gay. That makes me think you have a mental illness. But it just shows, like, it just goes beyond. So, I guess the moral of the story is, if you know a Trump supporter, bitch, sit down to get a damn psych eval, because something going on. Okay? But anyway, well, thank y'all for watching. I just had to rant. This whole story was near and dear to my heart, and all the shit that I've been seeing as of lately, I mean, I just had to come out here and talk about it. But y'all be careful, because if I go crazy or I go missing, or they say that I did something and they try to put me in jail, or they say I did something to myself, no, it's a lie. Okay? Because I'm fine. I'm here right now. I'm fine. And I'm in my right state of mind. And ain't nothing happening. I ain't trying to have nothing happen. Nothing bad. So I don't trust the whole Trump thing. Because I've been hearing that they've been knocking on people's doors. The FBI. Well, I heard that from somebody else's story. But, girl, they better not come knock on this motherfucking door. I tell you that. But anyway, y'all, thanks for watching and have a blessed day. Bye.